Are you running out of space on your old computer? Are you trying to find a way to reclaim some of that space that you've lost? Well, stick around and I'm going to show you some secret ways that you can reclaim some of your hard drive space. One of the first things you're going to want to do is probably the most simplest, and most people already know how to do it already. But the drive that's affected, you want to go ahead and click on it. You're going to right click and go to Properties. In Properties, you're going to left click on Disk Cleanup. The next thing you want to do is you want to click this Cleanup System Files. Go ahead and wait for it to recalculate. It might take a while on an older spinning disk hard drive. And then once you get to here, you're going to check all the boxes for everything you want to delete. Now, as you notice, when I scroll down, I have the downloads box unchecked. And that's because I have some things in there that I don't want to delete. Once you've got everything checked that you want to delete, go ahead and click the OK button. Go ahead and click Delete Files and wait for it to clean up your drive. Now that that's done, you can go ahead and click the Properties box. As you can see here, I'll go ahead and refresh. It didn't really clean up that much. We're still in the red. So what's the next thing that you can do? Well, the next step we want to do is we want to go to www.CCleaner.com. Once you get there, you're going to be greeted with this page. You're going to click on Free Download. As you can see on the left here, it says CCleaner Free Edition as of this video. You're going to scroll down and click the download button. You're going to wait right here. As you can see, it's going to download. Once it downloads, you're going to click on the installation button. You can install just by itself if you want. I suggest clicking the customize button. And the reason why I say that, if you're like me, as you can tell, I don't run desktop icons. So if you don't want it on the desktop, you just uncheck the Add Desktop shortcut. And then you go ahead and click Install. It's going to ask you at the point of this video if you want to install AVG. If you don't have an antivirus, I do recommend AVG. It's the only antivirus you can get for free that will do a boot scan of your PC before it gets into Windows, so it has a high chance of wiping anything out. I'm not going to install it, so I'm going to go ahead and click Decline. And then I'm going to uncheck the View Release Notes. I don't need to see that. And then I'm going to run CCleaner. Now, once you get into CCleaner, the first thing you're going to do, or the first thing I recommend, is going ahead and clearing out your registry from anything that's unused. Make sure all the boxes are checked, then go ahead and click Scan for Issues. As you can see here, it found a lot of issues. So you're going to click Fix Selected Issues. It's going to ask if you want to back up the registry. Always answer yes on the first time you do this. Click Yes. It's asking to save to my documents. I save by the date. That's just me. You can save however you want. So today's date is 05/22/2020. Save. Fix all selected. Now, you might think, hey, I just cleaned all that stuff out. Great. Wrong. Go ahead and click for Scan for Issues again. This time it didn't find anything, but a lot of times, sometime you'll have to scan for issues multiple times. So just remember that. Then click on Custom Clean. Here's where you're going to clean out all the files and stuff that CCleaner can find. Now, I don't use Edge a lot or Edge Chromium or even Internet Explorer. I only use that for my DVR system, for my security system. So if these are browsers that you don't use, like shown here, I would go ahead and just check every box. The next thing you can do is you can check every box for everything here you don't use. As you can see, I have some network stuff, so I uncheck network passwords. You can check it, but you'll lose passwords to anything over the network that you log into. So I keep that unchecked. You can go ahead and check everything here, then click applications. As you can see, with the applications I use most, like Firefox or Thunderbird, I go ahead and keep very few things checked. Same with Opera, same with Google Chrome, same with Brave, Vivaldi. But everything else that I don't ever really use, I check. Because I want to clear as much as I can. So once you've configured all this, go ahead and click Analyze. It'll take a second. Especially if you're on a spinning disk hard drive. Now, I had Google Chrome open to use CCleaner. So it's asking, hey, do you want to close this so I can, clear all this stuff you asked? Yes. Look at that. 2,916 megs to be removed. It found almost 3 more gigs of stuff to be removed. So I'm going to go ahead and click the Run Cleaner. After that's done, there's really nothing else you need to do. You can go ahead and click the X up at the top right so you can close out CCleaner. The next thing you can do is you can completely clear the Windows Update cache. This is all the install files from all the Windows updates that you've installed so far. To do this, you're going to click on the Start button, and then you're going to type in CMD for command prompt. You're going to right click on command prompt and you're going to run as administrator. Now, when you do this, you want to make sure that you're logged in as an administrator account. So the next thing you want to do is you're going to type in net space stop space wuauserv, and then you're going to hit enter. As you can see here, it shows that the service is not started. So the next thing you're going to type in is cd space %windir % and hit enter. After that, you're going to do cd softwaredistribution. This will put you in the folder where Windows Updates downloads all of its install files. And then you're going to type in del space /f space /s space /q space download. And you're going to hit enter. As you can see here, it's going to clear a lot of stuff out of your download file. And then you're going to type in net start wuauserv, and you're going to hit enter. And as you can see there, it's now started. The next thing you want to do is redirected folders. I'm going to show you how to do that now. So for all of your folders right here, we're going to exclude the hard drives, network. For all your folders right here, like for your documents folder, what you can do is you can redirect that folder to another drive. So if you have, like me, as you can see here, 231 gigs, that's my SSD that I boot Windows off of. So if you want to clear even more space than that, and not only that, but keep it cleared for the future, you can go to a folder like Documents, where if you save a lot of things, or even Downloads, you can right click on the folder, you can go to Properties, and then you can go to Location, and see here, it shows you the location of this folder. So if I want to, I can do this right here. I can change the folder to another drive. Now, of course, you'll click yes. I'm going to click no at this point because I don't want to move it, but you'll click yes. Go ahead and close this. So you can pretty much move most of your user profile. You can move desktop, documents, downloads, music, pictures, and videos all to another drive. Like for instance, if you only have a 128 gig SSD or a 256 gig SSD, or even, unfortunately, a 64 gig SSD, if you have a 2 terabyte or 3 terabyte or 4 terabyte or even bigger, like hard drive that has plenty of space, you can move all of that onto that drive so that anytime you save something to that location, it gets moved to that drive. So anyway, that's just some ways that you can save and reclaim some hard drive space, as well as keep from using up too much of your hard drive space in the future. If you like this video, go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button. Comment down below if you see anything that I've missed or some other stuff that you do that can clear out your hard drive and reclaim some of that space. Also, I want to give a quick shout out to my buddy Miko. His YouTube channel is Miko_Rico. Go ahead and search for him. I'll go ahead and post somewhere up here or over here or wherever it shows up on the screen. I'll go ahead and post the link there. Go ahead and click it. He does some cool like tech videos like me. He also does some car stuff. And go ahead and check him out. Give him a like, give him a subscribe. And anyway, last thing I want to say is, especially during these times in the world, make sure you're staying safe. Like, make sure you're washing your hands frequently. If you got one, wear a mask. You don't look silly, but wear some goggles too. No, I'm just kidding. But this has been Ask a Nerd TV. Thanks for watching. Take it easy.